Hello ladies and gents, I am Different and welcome back to From the Depths Adventure Mode, episode 19. In this episode, initially we're going to be repairing the ship from our experience with the, there was a meteor, wasn't it? And yes, because unfortunately, some of the engines are offline, so my ship is not actually activating its... Yeah, it's not activating its engines properly, so a little bit low on power still. Oh, hang on, have I just... No, it should be moving. It should be going towards that resource there. It's got a little gannet there, which spawned in. Nothing really was dangerous, but yeah, my shields are deactivating, so I haven't quite... So, yeah, that's to do with the ACBs. So I had got the ACBs to activate and turn on and off as power demand changes, but since some of them have been destroyed, I think that's causing a bit of an issue at the moment. So I'm currently on the lookout for more red portals, but only been in here a few minutes. The meteor, how long? Yeah, 11 minutes in this area so far, and that meteor was within those 11 minutes. It generally takes, I've found, quite a while, maybe half an hour or so, quite a while before I find anything. What I do want to also do is, after these repairs, is sort out the turret, get the new one in place, and continue increasing the difficulty level, because the difficulty level is still a little bit low at the moment. Yes, fought a meteor, but that's primarily because it's a little bit bugged. Repairing quite nicely though. Anyway, the big thing. Bye turret. I have saved the prefabs, right? Prefab. Place prefabs. There should be a stupidly expensive one. Oh, that's the existing system, so yes. Because the existing system is about 75k. I do not need that much. What I do need though, I need to re-prefab this engine block, because that has changed. Okay, so I have a prefab now of the engine and AI. It's the AI which is the more important thing. And that is cost 18,000. That's because I've got a lot of armor around that. And there's also a lot of thrusters. You can see it's quite a few thrusters, so that'd be the reason. Oh. Losing thrust. There's a portal there, I think it's too high though. There we go, the turret has been deleted. Now to remove the superstructure. Well, that's looking a little bit weird at the moment. So what I'm actually doing at the moment, I'm lowering where the turret's going to be placed. So rather than on this layer, it's going to be dropped down 3 layers down to this layer here. Just because I was finding, well, it being so tall, it looked a little bit wonky. Particularly, I could not figure out a way to join this armor onto the turret. I'm hoping, with it being a few blocks lower, that will be a little bit easier to sort out. So I'm getting ready to place the new position, but I need to get rid of the AI block before I can actually put it in. Unfortunately, I'm currently in combat, so I need to wait for this combat to end. If I take out, I the AI block, I won't be able to fight anymore, because that's my primary AI, and it's where all the detection system, well, the vast majority of the detection systems are connected to. Thankfully, I am only fighting an Atlas retrofit, so that will so easily be destroyed by, well, pretty much one of any of my weapon systems. Well, apart from the torpedoes. My torpedoes wouldn't be able to kill it. Everything else would. Okay, so the AI of that ship is dead. That will allow me to strip out this block. My ship goes offline. It's now going to start sinking because I now have no forward momentum. So quickly place prefab. This prefab place. Get nice and central. Just place a couple of clicks there, and that that's the new mount in place. Now I need to place this thing down. Make sure I get the engines in the right place. That should clip in there. But it's now higher, so that needs to join in like that. It's all going back online. Looking good, looking good. Probably need to rebuild that AI, the whole AI system. Oh, but that is looking a lot better. Looking a lot more in line with the rest of the ship. And speaking of the rest of the ship, I need it back in. So, load sub-object. 500mm 2 times 35, 33, 50. 53! It's 53 RPM. Rail assist with ejectors. Let's get this beast in play. And click. Oh no, I was almost run out of resources. Hang on, I've still got 37,000 left. Yeah, I've got a lot of resources here. Just need to double up this armour though. And there we have it. The new gun is in position, and it is looking a lot more daunting with this slightly lower profile. That will mean I can much easier link that in. I need to just link it to the hull a bit better, but that should also be a bit easier now. I think probably what I'll do is, rather than this central one, I'll have 2 big side thrusters on the left and right of the turret. So expand these sections and fill in that gap, because I hadn't really got any idea of what to put in that gap. Yes, it's looking very good, and the gun is now firing. Well, I haven't set up the rail system yet. So go through the portal, and I'll set up the rail system. Rail settings. Overclock percentage, I would like you to use... The railgun takes 1.13 seconds to charge, I think. Might as well just put it all the way up to full, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so we'll use basically all the battery available. I don't think I need this amount of inaccuracy. It is very nice, but I reckon I'll just load it into velocity get it down to around about 3.35. Yeah, it's done better at 50%. So 50% accuracy and 50% velocity, so get a little bit faster shells going out. I've just been doing some basic shaping around the turret area, and it's looking a fair bit better, I think. Still not there, but at least now there's not big gaps into the centre of the hull. What I'm doing now is I want to finalise these connection points. So what I'm thinking of doing is basically just duplicating this side, so along with the missile launchers, actually putting it in the gap. Actually gives it a bit more consistency with how the hull goes together. So if I just grab that like so, move it straight over to the other side. Should just be able to place it in just like that. The idea is that this will then link up better to the hull and give me a nice big wide area for the thrusters, and that's what I'm going to put in this area. Because I said I wasn't too much of a fan of the rear end of these, well, secondary hulls. I'm still not very pleased with it. I think it would do better if I have a big thruster array in each of them, along with a propeller array at the base. A bit like what we've got at the moment, but just so that if we do go under the water, the actual thrusters will be able to activate and we can actually get out of the water rather than just sink to the bottom. Ignore that, strip out the existing area, and then go from here. So, facing a Kelmar, and it's already pretty much destroyed. These things are not strong. It's quite irritating at facing it. I want to be fighting stronger designs. I enjoyed that combat with the Meteor. I'm not sure how best to do this. I've just been looking and it's just really flat. I think I do need this to go down, pretty much like used to, and then come back out again. Just to give a little bit more definition to the hull. So, let's strip it out and try again, I think. Yeah, I think having that, well, because I've just taken it out, and I think by having a little bit of a gap here, a bit more hull shaping rather than just that flat lump across the top will look a little bit better. Just need to redesign these engine housings so that they are, well, slightly stacked engines, I think. Because I suppose I could use a custom jet engine, but they use horrific amounts of fuel. They really do. Particularly with the advent of the steam engine, which just makes them seem even worse efficiency. But I think adding a few big blocks of engines here, of these engines, huge jet engines, should definitely make this go a little bit faster and also look a lot neater. Look a lot neater because these jets will be more like that, which doesn't look like it's actually providing a lot of force. So this 30 meters per second is actually true because of all that thrust being thrown out from the back of it. Doesn't make me more susceptible to IR weaponry, but that's the danger I'm willing to take. I just need some more lambs over the rear because I don't have much at the moment. I've spent about 5 minutes trying to get through this portal. My ship just keeps on circling round and round it, and all the while been being attacked by tiny little ships. We've got a couple of Onyx watch things. Ooh, Hammer, I haven't seen you before, so I'll go have a quick look at you. Had another Spirit, another couple of Wanders. It's been rather silly. Let's have a look at what the Hammer is over this way. Well, the Hammer does have a lot of missiles. Those are coming towards me, and I've just destroyed a load of my lambs nodes. Oh, they're out of range. So the Hammer is doomed because I outrange it by a lot. Looks like my weapons actually hit the thing there. Detonated some of the missiles in the air. So my From projectiles are flying through the sky, but not getting very accurate. Oh! I know why not very accurate. I've changed to load the detection systems because, well, like building the new gun. And since they're new detection systems, they aren't considered. They haven't been configured properly. Come on. So the anti-air one, I'm just increasing the speed calculation a little bit. Just because against air targets, it's probably going to be a little bit more random. Just up it to 6 seconds from 5. Hopefully that'll be a little bit better. That's because that is for the fragmentation, or HE flak cannons. I've also done a good amount of additional thrust, so rather than 4, there's I think now a cluster of 9 jets per thing, and as you can see it's looking a fair bit better there. And it's also pushed my speed up to 36, 37 meters per second. So it definitely is helping. I still can't turn at all, so I need to probably look at my turning thrusters next. Because this is silly how bad I actually turn. I was meant to be going directly towards those, all the way from here, and I missed them. Let's just go adjust the AI, make sure the AI has been set up right. No. Change it all the way to 300. I think my turning circle is actually more than 300 meters, so there is that to consider.
Moving now. Moving now.
What are you firing at now? Whatever it was, it's no longer got a gun. Power creators general. A hammer? What? No, just face a hammer. Wasn't that White Flayer's design? I don't know. Ooh, portal! Go through the portal. I was trying to figure out what that was. Excellent. So through the portal. Still diabolical weather. What difficulty? 20.9. So I'm definitely getting up through the difficulties now. Hopefully it will actually mean face something a little bit harder. Still need to layer the shields though. So I was looking for the next portal. I'll get on that next. I'm facing a interesting looking design. It's sped up on me rather quickly actually. It looks like it's red, Scarlet Dawn. Oh, it seems to have lost its primary turret though. Oh, and it's dead. It's AI dead. Okay, I wonder what it was. So you tell off here. Oh, pulsar. Just going through, trying to go through one of these new portals. I've been trying to adjust the shields, and quite frankly, it's a real mess. So I'm actually just stripping out the shields and going for much larger ones like this, which will be easier to work with. So rather than trying to match the hull very precisely, these are going to be sitting a little bit further away from the hull, which actually also helps because, say there are some inertial fuses which get detonated, for example crams and that, these ones, because they're so close to the hull, the inertial fuse will go off and the cram will still do a huge amount of damage. Being a little bit further set away, it should help reduce that. Also, this layer up here gives additional protection to the internal areas which were not really protected before. So you can see here, not really protected, but with having higher shields, they should actually help that area, which is a nice little feature. Regardless though, this is not a simple task. It's very fiddly to make sure these shields are in the correct position. I just hope I don't meet another meteor, because I'm currently stripping out all my shields, including the laser absorb, which were actually doing a lot. It was pointed out to me after the last video went up, that my batteries had actually been fully drained by the laser absorb shields, so they were really helping. So I definitely want to get those back in play. Excellent, I've gone into a new area, about 23 difficulty, and up to 264% experience earned. Also, as you can see, new enemy has spawned in. And the shields are layering up quite nicely. There are definitely a lot of gaps still in them, but this method does seem to be layering them up. It's just taking a long while. But let's see what we're fighting against. Oh, that looks like a Kelmar? I think. Yes, a Kelmar. Oh, I destroyed one of those today. I should have killed a couple today. They are pretty, though, to blow up. I'll give them that much. Well, the difficulty level doesn't seem to have increased much. I have a shuriken. This is not really strong. Though, didn't this design kill me in one of my first Let's Plays? This. Yeah, I think it was season 1.1. I think I just took a missile to the face from this little thing. Ah, it's retribution. Well, something has just deployed a lot of smoke against me. What are you? Steel Striders. A Fury. Wait, isn't that their godly design? I can't remember what their godly design is. Still, it's not looking too healthy now. As my ship is currently fighting a warden, I've noticed that my power consumption during combat has increased rather dramatically. I think it's because I'm now using strength 5 shields everywhere, where I was only using strength 1. I think these now... because strength 1 use very, very little power. Like these larger shields, I think it's only around about 20 or so. This warden, though, is not looking too healthy. Several very large artillery shells hit it and pretty much disabled it. I'm quite surprised it's not too damaged or AI dead yet, though. Really goes to show that despite being huge lumps of metal which are irritating to destroy and very easy to target, the Armament Watch designs are very durable. There we go, 2 damaged. Ordered myself to go grab that loot, and then head through that portal. As you can see, the shields are coming along nicely. I've just put them all to bright red so I can see any gaps. Unfortunately, a couple of colorizers don't seem to work. I know these shields have got colorizers because I've only just placed them down, but they don't seem to have, you know, been modified correctly with the change all command. It generally fixes itself on reload, so it's not a major issue. I think it's just the blocks not being updated correctly. Probably due to be the way they're being mirrored or something. Anyway, I do have some gaps here, so I need to fill those in, and I also need to start layering up the laser shielding behind. But as just a general shielding array, I am a lot more pleased with how this is going than the other attempt, because although the other attempt was nicely covered, as you can see here, this does allow... this is a lot neater. Everything is, you know, nicely panelled and should just allow me to expand and adjust a lot easier, rather than having to adjust each individual panel to match the shape of the hull. So it's going quite well, I think. Ooh, a twin guard ship. I haven't seen one of these for a while. So what do we have? It is a Halar. That's quite a neat little hover. Well, hovercraft thing. Helicopter. Well, whatever it is, it's very dead now. Poor thing. Oh well. My smoker's being deployed again, and it really isn't following my ship, so I really need to get laser shielding on. I think my speed is a little bit fast. So those are red lasers. I better not be fighting another meteor. No, no, no. What are you? A nightmare! The Omega Nightmare is godly, I think. Don't know what difficulty this is. Pretty fast, and it's got a lot of weapon systems. Though mine are having a good go at it as well. It's got lambs, very strong lambs. Probably its lasers to being used as lamb system. Degraded mode making it quite difficult to see what's going on. My battery, engine power and fuel are all going down. Not my fuel, my energy, my electricity. Where is this nightmare? There you are. Ship seems to have a little bit of difficulty targeting it. Probably because optic sensors is not working. If they are working, they're probably working really poorly and giving poor readings. Particle accelerator hits it again. EMP damage racking through the outside of the ship. It's in heavy mortar range, but heavy mortar's not quite hitting it. You can see the detection on this is absolutely diabolical. It's seems to be a little bit better now. I think the weather conditions might have actually improved at night, which is odd, but I'm fine with that.
Moving now.
The fight is still going on with the nightmare. It's being really, really irritating. I wonder why I'm missing so much. It's following a fairly sensible flight path. It's not manoeuvring everywhere. Must just be at the edge of my engagement range, because like those mortar shells are just falling a little bit short.
Moving now. Moving now. Moving now. Moving now.
There we go, at last I managed to destabilize it, and as soon as that thing happened, a ton of explosions racked across the side of it, and it looks like it's going to be falling out of the sky soon. So they have amazing detection on it, I must say. Maybe auto just isn't working right, or I've just not got enough detections. Excellent. It's below 80% health and sinking. I didn't really take any damage in that combat, though I did run out of ammunition a fair amount, so that is something I have rectified. I've massively increased the ammunition storages between these two guns. The thing is that is now a very, very explosive area, so it's something I do need to be aware of. What else we got? I can't even read what it is. Oh, XF04, that's a pretty neat little design. Very fast. And really awkward to hit. But it's a bit like the advanced version of the Flying Squirrel. But this is what I designed the particle accelerator to take on, so as soon as it gets to the front of my ship, that thing is going to go down. Or it just gets hit in the face with one of the large shells and detonates immediately. That works too. Over here, what do we have ourselves? Ship which is exploding. Oh, it's AI dead. White Flare's hydrofoil ram. Like most of their ships. I wonder what it was. Marrowpulper. Looked interesting, had an interesting name, but unfortunately, he's dead. Right, my ship should be travelling in a straight line, so they should not miss this portal. Let's see what they do. Oh, are they actually going to make it? It's going to make it, it's going to make it. And yes, excellent. We are in a new area. Fantastic. Up to a difficulty level of 27.8, so hopefully that will mean some new enemy types will come in. Still need to do a little bit more on my ship, but I think that's all I have time for in this episode. So thank you very much for watching in this episode of From the Depths Adventure Mode with myself and Diffin. If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like and or comment below, as this is always great to hear from you lot. Otherwise, that's it from me for now, and I shall see you next time. Hopefully a bit less tongue-tied. But until then, I'm out. Goodbye.